offenses with Al-Qaeda.
What I'm curious about, and I guess this could be answered by anybody here or by David, is how well ISIS is winning the hearts and minds of these people in the region. I mean, that's the real question. David mentioned that they haven't been tested yet militarily so much, but you know, how many people are being pulled along by what ISIS is doing, marching through?
That I feel like is an important question that has to be answered next. And I read an article in Time, I believe it was Time magazine, where it was from a former CIA operative, and he was talking about the ISIS's use of social media to put out a lot of their propaganda videos, of beheading videos. They tweeted one out with the hashtag World Cup that got a lot of press, and they argued that this was a former CIA guy, so I'm going to lean on you
never trust them,
to rebut it,
just so you understand.
or say it's true. But he
CIA.
basically said that a lot of people around there, a lot of the people in the community are going to see ISIS brutality and they're going to overreach. So they say that they're doing too much now, where they're being too bloodthirsty, that it could have the opposite reaction. And that to me, it sounds like maybe in some other parts of the world that maybe that would happen, but I'm not so sure if I see that working
There's a combination of coercion and co-option that goes on. This is true of any insurgency. They're going to try to look for people that will work with them or turn a blind eye at least to their activities, and they're going to look at people and say, well, you better go along with this, or you at least better stay out of her way, or we are going to saw your head off in the public square. This is exactly what AQI did a few years ago when they were fighting against us there in the counterinsurgency.
But you're seeing, though, their bark has maybe been a little bit worse than their bite lately, because as they've taken over territories, they've said that a lot more than what they've actually done. They actually haven't been beheading people in the public square.
Well, they did say they executed 1,700 Shia.
Right.
Which might turn out to only be 120 guys. Still a lot.
But still, they're executing people that are hands tied. Yeah.
They said they had the general of the Iraqi army, and that they were going to execute him in the public square. They didn't actually do that. They said they were going to start enforcing some tenets of Sharia law, which they actually have not been enforcing yet. And so I think maybe they are finding that it's a tougher challenge to actually get people behind.
Let me go to you last, David. We only have about 30 seconds left, but you mentioned they haven't been tested yet. How would you suggest that ISIS be tested?
Well, you're going to see both the Iraqi offensive, which already has been testing them to some degree, but Iran is helping them, and also Syria is finally actually starting to be serious about them, in part because of their massive advances. Syria's basically using this opportunity to show its value to its neighbors.
All right.